And welcome to our meteorology segment. We've got some serious weather kicking up around the Gulf Coast area. We'll get to it. Here's a 72-hour GFS forecast. And as we warned yesterday, it's coming. Also some snow around the Great Lakes region and the northwest of the country. Again, that's a 72-hour GFS pressure and precipitation forecast. We're going to show you some real-time data momentarily as well. So let's blast through it. Thanks to our Twitch viewers for following the channel. Next thing we're looking at here is the satellite imagery from windy.com. So some turbulent weather there east of Texas. And some artifacts showing up in the satellite imagery as well, caused by charging hazards over places like Mexico. We covered it in our last space weather video. Next, we're at nullschool.net here, looking at the jet streams of the eastern world, just to give you a little bit of global perspective here. Turbulent jet stream over Australia. Some very cold air showing up there in the southern part of the country. Clear skies over Tasmania, as we see the jet stream blowing directly overhead for Tasmania. And let's take a look at the surface winds there, the surface winds of the eastern world. A couple of low pressure systems here, one by Vanuatu and one south of Kamchatka and east of Japan. Here are the surface winds of the western world, like sands through the hourglass of time. These are the surface winds of the west. Powerful low pressure system there over Newfoundland. Also one over the right around the South Dakota-Minnesota border. We'll get to it. First the jet streams, and you can see they are doubled up over the western Atlantic there. And cold air being infused into the southern U.S., that is largely what's driving the huge pressure gradients that drive those strong storms that are, again, east of Texas. A little bit of an incoherent jet stream here over parts of the south. Let's continue on. Here's your weather.gov map, and that is that huge yellow area. That is a tornado watch for a massive portion of the country. Most of Louisiana and about half of Mississippi there showing up with that yellow. That is a tornado watch. If your county is lit on this map, if your county is lit up, don't you get lit up by severe weather. Head to weather.gov and click your county and see what the warning is all about. So check out the lightning storm that we saw here, moving from Texas into Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, now Tennessee, Alabama, later Georgia, and even Kentucky, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. Some minor lightning in Florida, but check out that bank of lightning there. That is serious thunderstorms. And let's take a look at a real-time lightning map to see the current state of affairs. Birmingham just getting hit as this system moves toward Atlanta. Mainly the northeast part of the city is going to get hit by this, we believe. But lots of active lightning there. Still continues to be what you'd call a severe thunderstorm indeed. Decatur, Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, Montgomery. Montgomery, you're going to be missed by most of this, but serious storm. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. As 6 lightning strikes happen right as I'm streaming live. So those are the teeth of the storm at the moment. Majorly active thunder cells indicate serious weather there. For all of you storm chasers out there, if you've never seen lightningmaps.org, maybe it'll help you out. Hit us up on Twitter, twitter.com/smashamash. We've been sharing weather warnings about that. If you don't have a Twitter account, get one. I don't care who's been banned, and I don't care who owns 9% of the company. That's not a controlling share of the company. And I hope it's not simply an investment scam. Consumer tip: don't take investment advice from people tweeting unless it's your financial advisor, because that would be unwise. Similar to taking medical advice from people who aren't your doctor. So next we're looking at the GFS temperature anomaly forecast here. This is the 72-hour GFS temperature anomaly. The scale shown here is Celsius degrees. There's going to be some wild temperature swings happening here as a result of cold air infusing down from Canada, making it all the way to the Gulf of Mexico, and indeed into Mexico, the nation of Mexico. Let's blast through some more. Here is the water vapor scenario over the Pacific Ocean, Earth's largest body of water and heat sink on the surface. Here's what's going on above the Pacific in terms of water vapor. Huge dry air mass here around the equator. And that's where the weather for the Americas largely comes from as the jet stream blows west to east. Here's your weather.gov map, and we've zoomed in for a moment here on this series of severe storms. Remember, folks, the most dangerous place to be in the northern hemisphere is the northwest corner of a system. That's where tornadoes are most likely to pop up. Hopefully that'll give you some insight into the way those systems are moving. We'll zoom out briefly here to show all 50 states as some precipitation lingers around southern Alaska and the Big Island of Hawaii. Here's clouds and fog at nighttime when it's too dark to use the visible satellite. It's the shortwave radiation map, part of the NASA GOES Interactive Weather Satellite Suite, and here is the water vapor map. So we do have a little impulse here from this dry mass of air, but the main thing is cold air coming down like this, and it's creating huge pressure gradients. And you can see all that moisture there making its way east-northeast, as the northern part of it's being constrained a little bit by this dry mass of air up here. This is a high pressure system, comparatively speaking. There's also a low up here, which is expected to move sort of in this direction into Canada. Here's your recap. The lower 48's Doppler radar showing vertical motion of water droplets in the air column, as the northwest portion of the country and the north central portion of the country are getting precipitation as well, largely snow and wet snow and wet rain. Here's shortwave radiation, 3.9 nanometers. And there's water vapor. Hopefully that clarifies things a little bit for you. Hopefully you're able to forecast your own weather. Thanks for tuning into the Smash News Network, least busted name in news. May that earthly wind be at your back.